Game Grab! Hello there everyone, my name is Chronically Blue and welcome to another episode of Game Grab. Today we are looking at 3 games. One game everyone knows and knows that it is a really bad game. It is Superman 64. After this we have Wreckless the Yakuza missions, and to finish it off we have Steam World Heist. So with Superman 64, everyone knows about this game. This is actually my first time playing it.
In a short time, your fate will be sealed, Superman.
Funny thing, my fate's already sealed just by booting this game up. You will never find your friends in this virtual world. Luther, if you want to save your friends, solve my maze. So yes, this is my first this is my first reaction, just trying to see what the buttons do. So in this first level, we are playing as Superman on the Nintendo 64. Everyone knows this game specifically from the Angry Video Game Nerd, or just any people now, because this is just one of those really popular games. I found this at a flea market, I believe, and it was just one of the most iconic games, and because lots of people hate, I used to try to collect the entirety of the Angry Video Game Nerd library, because that's how much of a fan I was. So this is just my... I'm not even kidding, this is literally my first interaction with this. The controls are very, very unique. It is a little stiff and also a little slippery all at the same time. It is very hard to get a hold of it. In order to go forward, you hold the A button, and with the rings, sometimes they will turn yellow. That means, hey, you can pass this ring and still be fine. However, if you go to the rings and they become like a reddish, grayish tint, that means if you pass this ring, you're gonna have to restart. So what do you not see is that I went and changed the difficulty to Superman mode, which I don't know what all it changes. I guess it makes me have a stricter time limit or something. I'm not really sure. Again, as all of you know, what I do here is that was a clip there. Not as in like a clip as in I edited that, but a clip as in that's what the game exactly did. It was really fun and confusing for me. What I do is I just go through the first level of the game, or the first mission, or the first 5 minutes, whichever comes first, just to give all of you an idea as to what you would get with a game grab, where you play a game for roughly the first level, and then you're like, okay, what else is there? We have to lift the two cars before they crush the innocent people. We have only 6 seconds to do this, and that's it. That's it. That shows how amazing Superman 64 is. And so with that, it is time to move on to the next game that we have here, Wreckless the Yakuza missions. This was a game that I got from one of those retro game stores. It was really cheap, and I was very confused. I'm like, this doesn't seem like a bad game. Why is it so cheap? Again, I do apologize if the screen is a bit washed out. It was really dark. I don't know why. The game just captured it as really, really dark. So I went ahead and turned up the brightness so it'd be a little easier to see. Flying dragons, I need your help. Members of the Yakuza are trying to do stuff. We have 2 cars we can choose from, but we're just going to go with the first one because that's the one that they give us. We're going to set the difficulty to normal and the traffic to light. I do like that they give us the different options here. Members of the Yakuza are trying to rob an armored car in broad daylight, chase after them, and stop them by any means necessary. So I did get this game from one of those retro game stores. It was really cheap. I want to say it was $3, and I was just very curious as to why it was so cheap.
I just love this stuff. Aren't we supposed to be on duty or something? Huh? What was that? No! My pudding! I'm gonna get you for this. You're not getting away from me.
An armored delivery van in your vicinity is requesting help. They're saying that Yakuza cars are trying to ram them off the road. This one is yours, Dragons. Do what you have to do to stop the Yakuza car.
Do you think? That was them. Let's go.
Okay, so here we are playing the game,
Roger that. Okay.
and we are just kind of continuing the trend of really difficult to control games here. The steering for this game, it's tight in the worst possible way. It's as if your car is kind of locked up on the steering wheel, so you have to break the steering wheel in order to turn to the left. So it is very, very stiff. That's what I mean to say. It is a very stiff controlling And what we have to do is we have to run into the Yakuza cars, and every time we do, we get the time extended. However, even if the cars hit some of the civilians or any of the other cars, they will not take damage. They only take damage if you run into the car specifically, as well as the way to accelerate is you hold the right trigger or the A button, but to reverse, you have to hold the B button. They did not make it so that the left trigger was the reverse. Very unique. As you can tell, I try to be as positive as possible. However, I still definitely try to keep everything as honest as possible while still being positive. So this is just a very... This is one of those games that I feel like is definitely going to become a staple if the Angry Video Game Nerd, or if anyone else for that matter, hasn't covered it yet. I stopped watching the Angry Video Game Nerd just because I kind of grew out of him. However, what we are doing here is, again, we are just trying to follow the map in the upper right corner and find the red cars in order to hit the Yakuza cars. Yakuza, if you do not know, is, I want to say, the Japanese mafia. I could be completely wrong there. That's just what I remember. I could be completely wrong. Please do not come after me. However, even if we are right behind it, we are still not doing damage to it. We have to try to pull a Burnout Paradise and ram them into the side, or just hit them head on, and that's the only way that we can actually cause damage to them. So it is not easy, and as you can see, this car behind us is just going for it, acting like he can get away from us. But we are the flying dragons. We can stop this. We got this. For the sake of the pudding, no less. And I do want to let you know that upcoming we have a cutscene where a woman points a gun at a person's head. So if that triggers you, I'm just giving you that warning right now. That's going to come up in a few seconds, and you can just skip to the next game. I just like to give a little bit of a content warning in case something could be triggering, because I have a friend that does suffer from triggers, so I'm just trying to make sure that everyone has a nice, safe, fun time here on Chronically Blue. We're not going to review the replay, but here's the cutscene if you want to click away.
Madoka! Wait for me! You! Freeze, punk. You're not going anywhere. And you? Put your hands up.
What? Help me!
Madoka, stop! These guys were driving the armored van, not the Yakuza cars!
Huh? Oh, sorry, guys.
What better way to end the cutscene than with that? So with that, we have 4 missions. However, you know the rules. We only do 1 mission, 1 stage, 1 episode, one of that, or 5 minutes, whichever comes first. So now it is time to move on to the final game, Steam World Heist. As you can tell, this game is actually in widescreen. Yes, this game is for the PS4, Nintendo Switch, and a bunch of other stuff. I originally confused this game for SteamWorld Dig, which has a bunch of mixed reviews. So I didn't even look at the images for this game. It was just on sale, so I added it. And because this is Game Grab, we just go ahead and skip as many cutscenes as we possibly can. Then I like to go to the options. I do like to make sure that we have subtitles on, because maybe some people, I don't know, it's just better that way for me specifically. I like seeing the subtitles because in really loud movies, the action is really loud and the talking is really quiet. So with the subtitles, you could catch something that you might have missed previously otherwise that you may not have known of. So we have 5 difficulties here. We have Casual, Regular, Experienced, Veteran, and Elite. For the Experienced, Veteran, and Elite, you get a bonus experience, but because this is the first time, we're just going to go for Regular, and we're going to go ahead and skip the cutscene. Again, I have no idea what to expect from this game. Blast, that did not go according to plan. What a positively macabre place. Okay, I think that's a door. Hey, fellas, you alright? Right, better get up there and help out. So this is a turn-based platformer. That's the best way I could describe it. However, out of the 3 games, this is really cool. A whole cowbot down here, ain't I lucky? Mind if I help myself to some of your water? When I'm done with you, I'll use you for spare parts. Ha! You just try it, bub. So what we do here is we take turns, kind of like Valkyria Chronicles, if you ever played that. And then we try to get behind cover, then the enemy makes an attack, and then we aim and fire our gun, and then the turn ends. We take our turns just going up and down, and to the left and to the right, trying to navigate the entire place. But you know what? This is actually a pleasant surprise for me. This was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, especially since I didn't have any expectations whatsoever. Bet I can cover behind that shot-up barrel. So again, this is the tutorial level. However, it's just the first level that we play through, so it's just what happened. I won't be able to fire after a sprint like that. So what's going on is we can move normally, and then we can use our action, which is either the gun or the duck, or we can sprint and not be able to shoot. So for sprinting, we might as well want to get to some cover, and then we can select the ability using R2 in order to change our attack. This one is specifically a power shot. We can turn around, fire, and come on. There you go. We can remove the enemy, so that way it no longer bothers us. As you can see on the top left corner, there is a mini-map up there. That's just there in order to let us know where everything is in case we get a little confused. I do like that the map is there partially filled out. We fill it every time we enter a new room. You took your sweet time, Captain. And here I was coming to save you and all. Where's the rest of the crew? They got scrapped and hauled off. I'm the only one left. Yagar. Dang it, we need to get out of here before we end up in some scrap heap. Aye, aye, Captain. So again, as we are doing here, we are just taking our turns, just getting behind barrels and firing at the enemies. However, if we shoot at the barrels, then it will shoot off. With the different characters, they have different guns and different techniques. With Seabass, he shoots 4 shots at once without aiming. So it's very hard to accurately plan it. What you're going to see here is that I'm going to actually go up to the enemy head on and just straight up attack him. Just because this is the best thing I can do with the spread shot. Spread shot is really good up close, really bad far away. There's our way out. Let's steal one of their escape pods. Toot sweet. Whatever toot sweet is. I don't know. We do have some more enemies here, so we're going to have to continue sprinting and ducking under there. The enemy takes their time moving. And the enemy is actually going to get up close and try to shoot us, but luckily the barrel hits them. And with this, we have more than enough energy in order to fire our gun at this enemy, but we don't do as much damage as we would like to. So now we have Seabrass. We're just going to try to do our best, and we shot the barrel, because of course we did. Let's see what this one does. Okay, so he's going up there, and I think we might need that money. I'm not too sure, I just have a bit of a feeling. And with the laser sight, it does show us that we can shoot through the walls and floors, which is really helpful. Headshot, just like Seabass would. And now we're going to go all the way up to the money bags in order to obtain those funds, because I feel like it's important. Now we're going to use Seabass in order to just go all the way up to catch up with the main characters, so that we can try to escape from the escape from the escape pods with Piper. That is the name of the main person. However, we cannot finish it until everyone is with us, so we just make sure that we are all nice and close, and then we finish the mission, letting us know how much swag we have corrected. Swag we have collected. Not swag corrected. All according to plan successful. A small but rewarding amount of treats. We got a trophy as well. We got a few swills of water, the essential resource for Steambots. Our objective was 90, our swag was 10, our difficulty bonus was 0 because we were not playing on the difficult level. Let's see what's going on here. Welcome back, Captain. Dang it, Wanky. We won't get any work done with these scrappers hogging everything in sight. Those no-good steam maggots are even pie-filling the parts of honest cowbots. We'll have to do something about it. They hauled off most of our crew back there. Gar, I'm still here. With the water shortage, it's a tough spot, no mistaking it. This put us at a skeleton crew. What am I, invisible? We didn't even get that much water. We need more gallons to get back on our feet. I'll have to figure something out. Okay, ma'am. Just set the course over on the map table and I'll get us moving. Okay, and with that, that is the final game here for Game Grab. I hope you all enjoyed. I am definitely thinking about potentially maybe turning Steam World Heist into a Let's Play. I'm not too sure about that. However, also, we do have a retro game treasure box coming in very shortly in just the later weeks of the month of October, so we'll be able to look at that as well. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Sleepy Bears.